This is a ride down at LOTO, which is Lake of the Ozarks off-road park. Down here with a group of friends. They had come and spent the night out before their camping. I just came down for the day. This is Mike. Me and him went out on a little ride. He's on his bike and on by side by side. We went out for a ride while they were all taking a break back at camp. Well, they had an event down here a couple weeks before. This was part of their track they had set up that we're kind of on right here. I was kind of slow at turning around here, and Mike was gone, and I lost sight of where he went. I turned the wrong way, apparently. So I drive around a little bit. This is on the, I guess this would be the west side of the road. Well, I've lost track of him, so I'm just driving around a little bit, hoping I can run into him, which I never did. I end up just going back to camp, and he showed up pretty quick after I got back to camp. Then the rest of them were ready to go on a ride then. Yeah, you just can't keep up with somebody on a motorcycle if you're in the side-by-side very good. And then I took my time turning around, and before I even got turned around, I couldn't even see where he went. I drove around a little bit out here, and I'd stop and see if I could hear him, but it never did. So finally gave up, just headed back to the camp. Mike had came down the day before. They were camping out, him and some relations of his. I just came down for the day. This is where they were camping at. It's a primitive campsite. They had a pretty nice little setup there. And then Mike showed up, and by then the rest of them were ready to go out. So we got some people on bikes, and then we got one ranger in front of me. Now that's building there on the right. That's the sign-in building when you come in. And then this building up here on the left are the restrooms they have. Guy in front of me, Steve. I believe this is the first time he's ever been on any kind of trails. Now this, there's other people out here riding, but it isn't. We very seldom did we ever run into anybody. Here's one of the times we did.
Just me.
I mean, it's a little, approximately 500 acres, and we didn't have any trouble with running into people. I just retired, and two of the people down here are people I used to work with, and their boys came down too, and then some relation of Mike's also came. This give you a good idea what some of the trails are. This was in the middle of May. And then here we had trouble with one of the guys on the bike. Derek had fouled out a spark plug, but luckily Mike, he was carrying spare plugs, so got him going again. Now this is Derek's son, Corbin. Now, he was riding the smallest bike out there, so he had some trouble on some of the stuff, but he was getting better as he went. So I let him drive the side-by-side for a little bit, give him a little different experience. He did really good driving it. Corbin's a pretty good kid, so his mom and dad ought to be proud of him. But he played around in the stream some there, kept him pretty much on the flat, and didn't have him go up any hills or anything. So. I think he had a good time driving it. Later on in the day, Mike had him let him drive his too. Mike has a 900S. So now everybody's going out this time. One of the guys that came down with Mike has a Kawasaki Mule, and I think this was the first time that he'd been out on any trails too. Now I was debating on whether even to put this little bit of clip in here, but I decided to go ahead and do it. I hope I don't bother anybody, but this is the owner of the place here. Let's talk to him for a second.
Good. Is this the memorial thing they're having?
No, we're just all hanging out there.
Okay, well, I seen the orange shirts. I know they put an orange cross out.
Yeah.
We didn't want to.
It is the family. We're just down here talking business.
Okay.
The memorial thing's over. They got the cross set.
That's a bad deal, boy.
It was.
So was it the hill that was right by the cross then? That has a.
He rolled down and ended up where the cross is at. So he hit the hill to the right of that where the stones are at.
Yeah.
And he made it almost to the top, but he clipped a stump or something with his front tire, and he was moving on when he did it. So it sent him.
Yeah, 2 weeks prior, a guy had got killed out here, and family and friends were having a memorial for him, and they put a big orange cross out where it happened. So if you're out here riding, you come across the orange cross, show it a little respect. It's a shame, but stuff does happen. Said it in some of my previous videos.
Yeah.
Steven and Steve might not want to come down this way. It's washed out bad.
They've already headed down.
That's not good.
Like I was going to say in previous videos, I've mentioned about it. It seems like every place you go has a power line going down through it. Well, luckily they went to the right. Mike had went to the left. The left side coming down was washed out pretty bad. This side was not, so they were okay.
Are you all right?
Oh, that was good. He got some three-wheel motion.
Like I said, this is their first time of really riding any trails, I believe. You can see this Kawasaki Mule is getting over the stuff fine. There are a few hills down there I wouldn't want to go up in it, but for the most part you go everywhere. I'm going to put out one more video at LOTO, and it's me and Mike going to riding, and just me and him in our side-by-sides for a short ride. But this is going to end this video. It was starting to get late, and then by the time I was get packed up and leave, it was going to be after 10 o'clock before I got home, so I was calling it a day. They were still camping out one more night.
Hey, Mike.
Check.
I think that's going to be it for me.
Check back in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Before I get home.